Happy Labor Day, everybody. So, yeah, it's Labor Day. Yeah, it's Labor Day, so 3-day weekend. Day off from school, which is why I'm posting at, like, 11 a.m. But, like, whatever. Alright, so we're back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock Dimensions character profile, also known as the Create My Own Yu-Gi-Oh! Character series. Today, we'll be looking about the third Council of Sagar member, named Professor Adrienne Agaile. That's how you say your name. Alright, so just like the previous two council members, Adrienne Agaile has 3 duels, 1 win, and 2 losses, which gives her a 33.33 win percentage. So yeah, now deck type. Now her deck is a fusion deck. So Yudara battles the Xyz council member. Sophia battles the Synchro council member, and Jordan battles the fusion council member. So yeah, and this archetype for Professor Adrienne Agaile is called Fusion Magician. It's basically just like magicians, but their names are based off different types of polymerization or fusion cards. Polymerization, necrofusion, but also some unique ones like metamorphosis. So yeah, let's take a look at all those fusion magicians. Alright, so the first monster is Fusion Magician Necrofusion. It has 100 attack and 1500 defense. It's level 2. You can special summon this card if your opponent controls a monster and you control none. You can fuse this card with another card to fusion summon without polymerization. So basically all their effects require you can fuse with another card to fusion summon without polymerization. This can kind of be used as all of these fusion magicians can be used as a substitute for a fusion summon as well. So it's kind of like King of the Swamp, but magicians. Next up is Fusion Magician Metamorphosis with 500 attack and 1000 defense, also level 2. You can special summon this card if you control a Fusion Magician monster on your side of the field. So if you summon Necrofusion, then you can summon Fusion Magician Metamorphosis. You can fuse this card with another card to fusion summon without polymerization. They all have that effect. Next up is Fusion Magician Polymerization with 300 attack and 600 defense. Why did I give it so low stats? It's also level 2. You can special summon this card if your opponent has a fusion monster on their side of the field. So this is kind of like the card that Adrienne Agaile can bring out when Jordan whips out one of his Flame Ninja Double X, Inferno Ninja Double X monsters, fusion monsters. You fuse this card with another card to fusion summon without polymerization. I really should have closed that window. Whatever. The last of the main monsters is Fusion Magician Dimension Fusion with 1000 attack and 0 defense. It's also level 2. You can special summon this card if both you and your opponent control a fusion monster. You can fuse this card with another card to fusion summon without polymerization. Extra deck. Alright, let's take a look at the extra deck. So, there's only one monster in Professor Adrienne Agaile's extra deck, and it is the ultimate boss monster of this deck. It is Fusion Magician Super Polymerization with 4000 attack and 0 defense. It's level 10. Fusion materials require Fusion Magician Necrofusion, Fusion Magician Metamorphosis, Fusion Magician Polymerization, and Fusion Magician Dimension Fusion. Its effect is if this card was fusion summoned without polymerization, so if it was used by the acquired effects of the fusion magicians, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. Only one. That's to make sure it's not too overpowered. And that's basically it. It's not too much of a big threat. The only thing you have to... It can only really destroy one of your monsters. So, if they choose to destroy one of your big monsters that you, took, so long to get, then obviously you're gonna get, really mad. And then probably start, I don't know. It's not too big of a boss monster, but, it's a decent boss monster. It destroys one monster your opponent controls. So, it's kind of good, Alright, now let's move on to the spell and trap cards. And there is not a lot, because she only appears in one episode. She only has one legit on-screen duel, so hey. Alright, so spell cards. Fusion Spellbook. Pay 1000 light points to summon one fusion monster from your extra deck or graveyard. It's really that easy. You just pay 1000 light points to special summon Fusion Magician Super Polymerization. Or basically just a good way to bring out like Rise Dark Dragoon, and thank God this isn't in the real world yet, because if people will just continuously do that multiple times just to bring out like their best fusion monsters, and people get mad. But whatever, it's really that easy to bring out the boss monster if you have this on your first turn. Granted, you do have to have more than 1,000 life points in order to activate it, because if you have less, you can't activate, and you can summon your one fusion monster, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And the last spell card, second and last spell card, is Fusion Magician Wand. Pay half of your life points to summon Fusion Monster Magicians from your hand. Fusion Magician monsters from your hand or graveyard. So you pay half your life points to summon as many from your hand. So if you have like all 4 of the Fusion Magician monsters in your hand, you can like pay half of your life points to summon all 4 of them. It's guaranteed win, and then you can like fuse them all together without using polymerization to like get out like super polymerization. It's awesome. And there's only one trap card, and that is Fusion Magician Barrier. Banish 1 Fusion Magician monster from your graveyard to negate an attack against 1 Fusion Magician fusion monster on your side of the field. I think this is like the first time I like incorporated the word banish into like a card so far. That rhymed, kind of. And yeah, that's all I can really say about Professor Adrienne Agaile. She's not that important. I mean, is the Counselor Sagar important? No, they're not. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out Post and Straw Poll. Check out my Twitter and my DeviantArt. All 3 of those links are in the description. Also, please share this with your friends. And the reason I say that is because we're trying to get to a point where only like up to 5 people are watching my videos instead of like the whole 37 of you guys. So what are you waiting for? Go watch my videos. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.